Forming good habits can be difficult. What makes forming good habits is more like it depends on, you know, you, the individual. A lot of times I think that we want the easy way out. And the problem with the easy way out is that the easy way out never really delivers good results, right? Which, if you think about it, it's really intermingled with everything that we typically do. We think about, let's talk about working out. Well, first, you have to make the decision to work out, and then you have to make the decision to work out every single day, right? Or at least be consistent and say, hey, 3 to 4 days at minimum. And then on top of that, staying active, leading some type of a healthy lifestyle. Making those decisions, because, we all get wrapped up in life, waking up, going to work, early morning, coming back, dealing with kids, if that's what you're dealing with. Some of us, we're not even dealing with kids. We just like our peace. We like our, our space. But we have to find peace and happiness in doing difficult things. If you want to be fit, you want to be healthy, then you have to work out. If you care about your appearance, if you care about your health, working out, eating healthy, that's the way that you accomplish that goal, right? But that hard work, it's not just about working out. It's not just about working out. It's about the relationships that you have as well, right? It's about the work that you decide to do, whether you work for yourself or you work for a boss. It's about your finances, right? Making and forming good habits, it carries through and through. And I think in the beginning, sometimes we have to be militant about what it is and who it is we want to become and what it is we want to do. Because if we're not, then we allow ourselves to be molded and shaped into being pushed into different situations, other different types of circumstances that we don't really want for ourselves. So if you want to live a healthy lifestyle, then you have to be around and surround yourself with people and situations that are going to push you into that lifestyle that you want to be in. I mean, something worth doing is rarely easy, right? Something that's worth our time. I mean, we have to. If you think about it, even if you're going on vacation, you have to pack, you have to travel. Packing, traveling for a few days, 5 days, 4 days, that can be difficult. You have to think about things that you need to take on that trip. You have to be prepared. You're going to be carrying stuff. There's a lot of situations you can find yourself in that you have to be prepared for. What if I lose my money? What if I lose my wallet? Like, you have to be thinking about those things. How am I going to get from point A to point B? Also, you have to pay for the vacation, so that means you have to be preparing for that financially. And, but it doesn't really matter, whether it comes to working out, whether it comes down to work, relationships, vacations, dealing with your kids, right? That's a big one. You have to put forth the effort. And honestly, only you know the effort that you put in. So, you have to be real with yourself. You have to look at yourself and say, hey, I know I've put the work in. I'm putting the work in, so therefore, that let's look at it in a different direction. You can only focus on the work, the hard work that you can do. You can't force someone else. Because we're talking about hard work and forming good habits. So if you form good habits and you're trying to form good habits, if someone else is not trying to form those good habits with you, then they may be pulling you back. They may be dragging you down. And sometimes we have to let those situations go. We have to let that food go, right? We gotta let the food go. Sometimes we have to let people go, so that way we're not being held back in a position that we don't want to be held to, right? But there's gratification in hard work, right? The gratification in working out is that if I work out, I'm now healthier. I can do more. I can go on hikes to see beautiful places because I'm in shape to get from point A to point B. And on top of that, when I get older, I'm going to be more physically capable of handling these types of situations. Now that you're older, you have more money, you got more time to retire, kids are grown, you have more time to go and do things. So the gratification in working hard is knowing that you've prepared yourself mentally and physically for the things that you care about. With relationships, you have to work hard on relationships. And honestly, I think that the number of reasons why most relationships fail is because people like to get into relationships because they love people and they like them, until they figure out that they have to work to maintain that relationship. They have to work to maintain that love. They have to work to maintain that respect. They have to work to maintain that fire, that love. And one person can't do all that work by themselves, right? That work is oftentimes difficult, and people just want things to be easy. Why can't this just be easy, right? Right? We want it to be easy. We want it to just happen. But there's two people, and two people have to work to understand each other, right? People have to work to come together to make sure that the needs within the relationship of the two people are being met. Then you find out that some people don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the work to get from point A of the relationship to point B of the relationship. There's usually often one person growing in the relationship, and there's one person in the relationship sometimes, or maybe people are growing, but they're growing in different directions. And that growth can look different for different people. That's why people have to come together and decide, hey, I'm more about living life, going out, partying, having fun. You're more about being home, family, and that lifestyle is not the lifestyle that I really want for myself right now. And honestly, that's okay. You can't have judgment for one or the other, but it's important that you as a person knows who you are and what it is that you want, right? Which goes back, again, we're talking about forming good habits. If you want a relationship, you have to form good habits for that relationship. I mean, if you like to have fun and party, well, you gotta have good habits. Maybe that fun and party, maybe there's a cutoff time. Maybe, that doesn't involve drugs. Maybe that doesn't involve alcohol, or maybe it's something that you do once a week, because some things that you do to excess, they're harmful to you, right? So really for me, and this is everything I'm talking about is not about advice to anybody else. This is just me reflecting on my own thoughts, for my day, and my own feelings that I've had in my life. I try to work hard at being a great person. I don't just want to be a good person. I want to be a great person. And I work hard at trying to do that. I probably fail most days, but I do try, and I think that's important because, if maybe I'm not a great person today, but if I keep working hard at it, eventually I'll become that great person that I seek to be, right? I think that just like relationships, right? Just like working hard, working out, right? When we work out, we work out hard, we exhaust ourselves, and we get physically tired. We get mentally tired, and we've challenged ourselves, our body, our mind, physically, emotionally, mentally, right? to achieve something within that workout. Sometimes it's just making it to the end of the workout. Sometimes it's maxing out on reps. Sometimes it's maxing out on weight. Whatever that situation is, whatever that goal is, it's like we work hard to achieve that goal. And it could be the goal for the day, and it could be the long-term goal for down the future, right? And we have to remember, especially when we're comparing that to other parts of our lives, relationships, for example, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be boy-girl relationships. It could be, work relationships. That when we work hard to nurture our relationships, that sometimes that can be physically exhausting. It could be mentally exhausting. And but what's important is that whatever it is you're trying to do, whether that's relationship, whether that's working out, whether that's whatever habit you're trying to specifically, improve on and better, some things can't be sustained for long periods of time. There's what we call muscle fatigue. We get tired. Our stamina eventually runs out. And what we're working to do when we're practicing and focusing on good habits, building good habits, what we're doing is we're building our stamina. We're building our stamina in our relationships. We're building our stamina in our minds. We're building our stamina physically, so that we can handle more. So that way we can give the best of ourselves to that workout, to the people that matter to us, to the people that that need us, that rely on us, that depend on us, right? But the key thing here, and I think just as important as that workout, we work out hard, right? But we still need to sleep, right? We still need to recover. We still need to rest because we need to re-energize ourselves. We need to replenish our bodies with food, water, things that our body needs so that way it can repair itself. And the same thing for your relationships. You need to work hard on your relationships, but you need to make sure that you give your relationships time to breathe, time to heal, time to get to that next place. My last thought on this is, a lot of you guys are out there looking and searching and trying to find a home. You guys are trying to get in position to be able to purchase a home, and you're trying to get your finances in better positions. This all ties in with good habits, right? We're here and we want to get here. We want to get from point A to point B. And we have to have good habits. We have to create better habits. If our habits are not good enough now, then we need to make them better. And a saying that I kind of live by is that sometimes your best is just not good enough. So we have to make our best better so we can be better, so we can be great. And that's not easy, and it's constant work that we have to do. But remember, we got to work hard, choose to create great habits. I say great, it's not about good for me. Everything I do, I want to be great at it, right? So choose to create great habits. And again, I'm not telling you guys this. You guys can do whatever you want. I'm telling this to myself, and reminding myself to create great habits. And every day, consistency. It's not easy to create good habits. It's not easy to create great habits. The effects of good habits, in my opinion, that is the key to living a happy and successful life. Knowing what that balance is, knowing that you are the only one in control of you. You are the only one in control of your world. Don't allow anyone else to bring you to a place you don't want to be. Create that place you want to be. Create that that journey for yourself, and hopefully you can in life learn to go on this journey with someone. As long as, my motto is, as long as you're willing to put in the work to improve yourself, I'll work with you forever. I'll do whatever I have to do on my end. The minute someone basically gives up and quits, well, in my mind, especially if I'm dealing with them, they've quit on themselves, and there's no reason for me to have to carry that load by myself. We're talking about relationships, because relationships are two-sided. Working out is oftentimes just one-sided because we're, trying to get ourselves over that hump. But a lot of times with the relationships, which again, I think why one of the main reasons why relationships fail is because, you have two people, and someone out of those two people are not willing to do the work that is necessary to grow, to achieve, to form good, solid habits. Thanks for listening, guys. Take it easy.